Rather than listening to what women say, observe what they do. This is one of the most crucial variables that lead to women's success. Instead, she goes out on the first night of their relationship with a guy who doesn't care about her and is only interested in having sexual relations with her. If a man uses that tactic to try to interest her and convince her to go on a date with him, she will almost certainly reject his advances and refuse to go out with him. He should lavish me with magnificent jewelry, take me on numerous vacations and holidays, and generally treat me like a princess. The vast majority of women are afraid to admit that they live their lives to the fullest when they are in a committed relationship with a man who treats them like good girls. If you ask a woman what she wants from a man, she will tell you that he should help her with housekeeping, cook for her, give her sensuous massages, listen to all of her concerns, and be there for her at all times. If you ask a man what he wants from a woman, he will tell you that he wants to give her sensuous massages as a result. Being a good wife to one's husband brings happiness and fulfillment to that person. He likes to cook meals for his wife. She likes cleaning for him. She takes pleasure in doing considerate things for him. She enjoys gratifying his physical cravings and taking pleasure in being a good wife to her husband. Even while most women do not publicly say that they want to be nice to men, they virtually uniformly agree that when a woman is in a relationship with a man who turns on the good switch in her mind, she does not want to be pleasant to men. This is what brings them joy. Doing nice things for him offers her great delight and satisfaction. She enjoys cooking for him, teasing him, and aspires to be a proper lady for him, but you won't hear most women say this. They will claim that men must essentially prostrate themselves before women and do everything in their power to buy women, everything they need to suck up to them in the hope that if they suck up to them for a long enough period, they will be rewarded with action and will be good to them. They will also argue that males must treat women as if they are beneath them. Nothing is wrong with a man going out of his way to satisfy his woman. Many women are unaware that when they are in a relationship, they are happiest when they are with a man who flicks what I call the good girl switch in their heads. This is something that many women don't recognize until they've been in a relationship for a time. She finds happiness and fulfillment in being a good wife to him and in their relationship. As a result, keep in mind that there is often a large difference between what women say and what they do in romantic relationships with men. There is nothing wrong with a man providing meals for his family, and there is also nothing wrong with a man pitching in around the house. Another example is when women say things like, "I don't like it when males approach me. Would you kindly leave me alone?" Before departing, she introduces herself and inquires about her well-being, and then she'll say things like, "I don't give out my phone number," or "Guys aren't supposed to converse with women," or anything like that. Someone, on the other hand, is completely honest and will divulge secrets that women prefer not to reveal to men. If a man asks a group of ladies how he may persuade this girl to like him, she will advise him things like just be kind to her, get to know her better, be patient with her, and be helpful to her, and other similar rubbish. So the man does as the woman says, and he ends up being extremely nice to her, putting him directly in the friend zone. They will usually tell him to clean the house, rub her feet with jewels, take her out to dinner, and take her on date nights. The individual goes out and does those things, but what does he get in exchange for his efforts? As a result, he gets the same outcome the majority of the time, which irritates his wife even more because she does not want her marriage to have the kind of dynamic in which her partner feels forced to do everything for her, and buy her things to coax her into right behavior. She wants to have a natural feeling of respect and desire for him, and she wants those sentiments to emerge on their own. It's not because her gifts need him to cater to her every whim. Do the dishes and tidy the house to maintain his friendship with her. According to the findings of a study carried out in the United States, if you listen to what ladies say, you will almost always end up in the incorrect place on their first date. Another European study showed that 70% of women have purportedly had a one-night stand at some time in their lives. Women typically claim that they did not engage in sexual activity on the first night of a relationship, on the first date, or the second day of the relationship. When it comes to dating and having relationships with women, it is vital to remember that the majority of women will say one thing but then do something quite different. They will usually tell you that for a guy to gain a girl's attention, he must first befriend her, show patience, and make an effort to be exceedingly kind. Nothing will happen after that. When it comes to dating and having relationships with women, statistics show that the vast majority of women participate in sexual activity on their very first date or the very first night they meet a male. Because most women do not divulge the secrets of what makes them feel attracted to a man. What I want you to remember is to pay attention to what women do rather than what they say, since listening to what women say will almost always lead you astray when it comes to dating and relationships. Please don't misinterpret me and assume I'm pushing for males to be cruel to women. As a result, it is expected of him to be courteous and trustworthy when they spread a version that has been vetted to guarantee that it is politically correct and that they are not ashamed to admit it. If men do not educate themselves and believe the false information that women provide them, they will land themselves in the friend zone in a polyamorous relationship or in a marriage where they will be cheated on. They eventually divorce. Both men and women frequently say things that are opposed to what they truly want and do, which is the subject of the film you are going to view. It could be because a woman is unwilling to communicate what she truly desires, or because she does not want to teach a guy how to attract her and make her happy. Both of these explanations are plausible. She is looking for a man who can figure things out on his own and does not require her guidance. Most women will be embarrassed to acknowledge that they appreciate a guy who doesn't chase them around as much as they want to be with them, and they will have to work hard to impress him and sustain his interest. However, some women may find this type of man more appealing than one who pursues them. The majority of women will not say it because they are concerned it will be misread, like in her refusal to educate a guy on what she requires. She does not want to be in a situation where she has to explain to a man, for example, how she would like him to react in a relationship if she throws a tantrum and begins behaving badly toward him. She does not want to be forced to teach him. She does not wish to be a strong lady and a strong woman. She does not want to be a strong male in a woman's relationship. If you listen to women's dating and relationship advice, keep in mind that they will steer you on the wrong path. You'll have to take me on expensive dinner dates. Before you undertake any action, if it's true that most women can't be honest about their genuine desires, then you should listen to what they say about how all men must be tall, beautiful, and have six-pack abs, and that a male must do all the housework in a partnership. Don't believe what they say about a male having to do all of the housework. That is not correct. That is absurd.